Welcome back to Football Daily, where not just me, the entire team are making some predictions. Now, usually at this time of the year, we would put out a video like this, a listicle predicting 10 things that are going to happen across the course of the calendar year. But I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that because there's an actual lack of accountability. I don't know who wrote that script. Don't know who edited it. I don't know who threw ideas in for it. So instead, today, I have asked for one prediction from each member of the Football Daily team. Each member has a different category that they are going to have to predict that's been given to them. And at the end of the year, we'll be able to see who was right and who was wrong. It will be actual accountability for once, not just numbers and text on a screen. All right, without further ado, who's up first?
So my prediction for the Premier League and the Champions League is Arsenal for the Premier League. I believe that our first 11 is so strong, despite a few injuries already starting to creep in, but I think the momentum will be too strong for the rest of the Premier League. We're already 5 points clear. It's in our hands. We've got to keep going. We've got to try and keep that 11 minus Jesus fit. And I think, we've got Arteta at the wheel. This is our time to end this drought. I've been waiting too long. So this is it, 2023. And for the Champions League, I believe Paris Saint-Germain will win the Champions League. I think the front three are just too strong. I think they're playing much better as an actual team, and they'll just march on. Mbappe, clearly the best player in the world at the moment. Sorry, Haaland. He'll just be too strong, and I think he will take it upon himself to kind of help eradicate some of the misery he's had over the winter.
Here we are, once again, predicting the top four. Man City, Arsenal. Weird that I'm going for Manchester United, but it's happening. And probably the Champagne Burnley, Tottenham. Who's missing out, you ask? I reckon Liverpool 5th, Newcastle 6th, Chelsea fans absolutely calling for Potter's head by the end of the season because giving a manager time isn't part of their DNA.
Oh, hi. Joe's asked me to talk about the top four leagues in European football for We Need to Talk, so here we are. Let's start in Italy, where Napoli are currently 8 points top, and I think they're going to stay there. So yes, Napoli are going to win Serie A. Let's go to La Liga next, a bit more controversial. Barcelona are currently top, however, I just think that they haven't got it in them. So I'm going to go for Real Madrid to sneak in and take the points. Over to France now, where PSG are top. Could Lens possibly catch them? Could Lorient take the Ligue title? No, PSG are going to win that one, let's face it. And finally, is it Germany, where Bayern Munich are top? I really don't want them to win the Bundesliga. I think it'd be really boring, but it looks like they'll probably get their 11th title. However, Freiburg are pushing them close, currently 4 points behind at the time of recording. Sod it, Freiburg are going to win the Bundesliga.
What's up, Joe? My prediction for the 2023 Women's World Cup winner is England. I've just got to go for them. I know they're not on home soil this time, obviously were for Euro 2022, but they've proven that they're increasingly strong at major tournaments. Obviously got over the line last summer in heroic fashion. The USA, who obviously go into it almost as de facto favourites, I don't think are as strong as they were 4 years ago when they beat England in the semis. So yeah, I think we've got to go for the Lionesses.
So my three picks to get relegated from the Premier League are Nottingham Forest, Bournemouth, and I think I'm going Southampton as my third team. Bournemouth, okay, they're not in the relegation zone right now, but they're not far enough away that you'd be confident predicting them to stay up. And Forest, they just haven't gelled. I respect that they're sticking with Steve Cooper, but unless something magical has happened during the course of the World Cup, I'm not sure that I see this one coming round. As for the last team, Southampton, despite what a lot of people seem to think, I love Ralph Hasenhüttl. I think he was instrumental in keeping them up for a long time as the talent drained away from the club. So unless they go and make some great signings in January, I'm not really convinced that Nathan Jones is going to be able to get them playing a different way fast enough that it's going to keep them in the top flight.
My turn next then, and I have the category of Cristiano Ronaldo's next club. And I think this is probably going to happen the first of any of the categories we are predicting today. I'm going to keep it very simple. I think he ends up in Saudi Arabia. I think he probably goes to Al Nassr. I don't think there's a European club out there in the Champions League that's going to take a punt on Cristiano Ronaldo. I don't think if they do, they're going to be willing to offer him enough wages to satisfy him or a right role to satisfy him. So he's going to end up going to Saudi Arabia and earning those big bucks.
Merry Christmas, Doogie.
Thank you, Father.
Look what my father has given me. It's the gift of foresight. And Joe has asked me to predict where Jude Bellingham will be going in 2023. Now, kids, it's probably going to be the most talked about transfer saga of the last 5 to 6 years. There are 3 options, in my opinion, on the table. Liverpool, Real Madrid and Man City. Obviously, I have no sources of my own, so I'm going to make up, educate the guess where I think he's going to go. Now, I think if Real Madrid come in, that's a very attractive offer, but given his age, he's probably got a move to Real Madrid or another super club in him at some stage. I think he might have a desire to go home. So I think, fans, he's going to Man City as that Gundogan replacement in the summer, and Kevin De Bruyne isn't getting any younger as well. So it makes me a little bit sick at the thought of Haaland and Bellingham dominating the Premier League for the next 3 to 4 years. But yeah, for me, he's going to Man City.
Now, my prediction for Thomas Tuchel's next club is Real Madrid. And the only realistic other opportunity, I think, is something like Bayern Munich if things went really, really wrong with Julian Nagelsmann. And I don't really think that's going to happen. And they put too much backing into him to just sack him after everything. And so I kind of think that, yeah, it's going to be Real Madrid when Ancelotti leaves at the end of not this season, the next season. Because I don't think he's going to be taking the step down. Cheers for giving me this one, Joe. It still pains my heart.
So my prediction for the 2023 Ballon d'Or winner is Kylian Mbappe. I know everyone's going to say Lionel Messi. He's just won the World Cup and has solidified his position as the undisputed GOAT. However, Kylian Mbappe is having an incredible year. He scored 8 goals at the World Cup, including a hat-trick in the biggest game there is in football, which is a madness. He's also already got 7 Champions League goals. I know that Messi is incredible, and you know the storyline around him winning the World Cup is amazing. But if PSG do manage to win the Champions League, I think that Mbappe is going to lead the charge and he's going to win that trophy.
So my prediction for the first managerial casualty of 2023 is Frank Lampard. Yes, it's the obvious shout. Obviously, you've got David Moyes, Jesse Marsch, people like that. I think there's too much going for them. Obviously, David Moyes, good European run last season. He's done very well with them, consistently over a few years. Jesse Marsch, you want to see the project through. Obviously, performances have been good, results not so much. With Frank Lampard, though, I think Everton are just a bit of a mess. We've seen them throw money left, right and centre, hoping something sticks. It hasn't. So I think Everton will panic once again and get someone in. So Frank Lampard, sorry to say, mate, but you're done.
Okay, so there we have it, our predictions for 2023. Get your predictions in the comments below and let us know what you think of our predictions. I'm sure I'm going to be coming back to this video in 12 months' time. Hopefully, they're solid. But from what I saw today, there's a few stinkers in there. If you enjoyed this video though, make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe. Thanks very much for watching, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye.